Shalom, and let's start out by giving our praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the Ophelet that's pushing the truth across the four corners of all faith, truth, and sincerity. All right, that's the brother. I'm on the bot from the Birmingham camp, Alabama, GMS. I'm gonna get to sitting there. I'm just going to touch about UFOs, so-called UFOs, which are the chariots. How they gonna be. The salvation for the so-called Negro, Latino natives, the elect of Israel, and and the destruction, and it's gonna be a destruction, to the so-called man Esau, Edomites, that's in rule. So I'm getting to it, Zechariah 5:1. Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked it, and behold, a flying roll. So Zechariah, looking up and seeing this. The so-called UFO, it's like a flying roll, which there had been a lot of chariot sites lately. A lot of people have been recording so-called UFOs in the skies more and more. So it goes to show you, the angels, they watching, and the Lord Yahushua return is. It's closer and closer, as these prophecies, unfold. But Zechariah 5:2, and he said unto me, What seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof is 10 cubits. So yeah, the length of the so-called UFO, he's describing not, the size, the length and the size of it, is 20 cubits. And the breadth of is 10 cubits. So, Zechariah seeing this, and he's seeing how the size of it, size of the so-called UFO chariot. Zechariah 5:3. Then he said unto me, This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. So yeah, this gonna be a curse to the so-called man Esau, Edom, man. And to the people that think that the so-called UFOs are, invading, which they're gonna invade, take the so-called man Esau Edomite's kingdom down, but they ain't little green man as these movies, put with the so-called UFOs, what's in them, who's in those so-called UFOs, they're like monsters and little green man, what Esau put out there in the people's mind to think that, hey, this is what's in there, when you see these so-called UFOs, that's what's in them. Nah, what's in those so-called UFOs are dark-skinned angelical beings, angelical powers, dark-skinned, Israelites, so-called Negro, Latino natives, they're all, angelical beings, Israelites, that's, in those chariots, and Esau, like I say, he put in the minds of people when they start seeing it more and more, or when they start seeing, like, in the skies, a lot of chariots, so-called UFOs, gonna bug people out, thinking that, gonna be little green men taking over or whatever. That's not the case. But reading on, forever one that stilleth shall be cut off as on this side according to on this side according to it. Everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to it. So yeah. So everyone that, if you not say, you ain't part of the righteous number of the so-called Negro, Latino, Israelites, 144,000, the elect, you're gonna be partakers of, the judgment of the Lord Yahushua when he returns, to zap with the so-called, zap with the laser beams by the so-called UFOs, get zapped by, bring judgment, how the judgment may come about, But when you see these chariots, you better hope you a part of that righteous number. Once you start seeing them in the skies popping up, if you ain't part of that righteous number, you prepare to face your judgment, But Zechariah 5:4, I will bring it forth, said the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that swear falsely by my name. So yeah, and then into the house of the thief. And who's the thief? The so-called Esau Edomite, man. You know, when these chairs so-called UFOs, and like I say, they seen them more and more. But once they start really showing themselves more and more, and like I said, when Lord Yahweh returns, then these devils know they seeing them out there now. They see him out there, and this got to do with shit. Like I said, that's why they got the Space Force. Instead of try to fight the Lord, which that's not gonna, they ain't gonna stand a chance, because like I said, the so-called UFOs on a different, whole nother level, man. These devils can't do nothing about it. They think they military might and fighter jets and whatever they try to use, they gonna use to try to fight the Lord with. It's not gonna work, man. But and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. So yeah, so it's gonna the chariots, like I said, man, when that time comes, Esau Edomite, their rulership is, they running out of time. Time's running out. Once the time run out, you're gonna see the Lord Yahweh shall return. Take these devils out of the power. See, man, get them out of the way. The time is up, man. When you see the Lord Yahweh shall return, the so-called UFO, which is a dark-skinned man, the Lord, who y'all people call it Jesus. That's how the Lord's gonna return, the so-called UFO. So I'm gonna go to, let's see. Okay. I'm going to Revelation 1:7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and those also which pierced him. All the kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, amen. So out the Lord, he's gonna come with the clouds. With the clouds, the so-called UFOs. Like I said, every eye gonna see him. Those that pierced them, and those that the Lord wants to preserve to see him when he returns. They all gonna see the return of the Lord. Everyone. The Lord, he's gonna make known his presence. And his power and glory is gonna be heavy, man. These folks gonna be bugging out. The only elect of the so-called Negro Latino is not gonna bug out. But like I said, the men of the Lord, I say, if I'm part of righteous number and those that remain, it's gonna be like, it's gonna be something to witness. See, the glory and power of the Lord, and angels, the power that he's coming with, man. Everybody's gonna wail, everybody's gonna weep, and everybody's gonna have like I said, the men of the Lord from the apostle as a brother great millstone. We told you, we told you about the, how the Lord's coming, and how he gonna come, and how he look, about like features, like according to the scriptures, and you gonna know that, who the Israelites were, the men of the Lord told you this, and y'all gonna be like, oh man, those guys said this, they said it, he said this, it was coming, they said all these things, and they said how the Lord was coming, and y'all gonna see the Lord, y'all gonna notice the Lord, without a doubt. And I said, all your people just gonna be shocked and wailing and screaming, But so from there, I'm gonna Luke 21:26. Men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken. So yeah, men's hearts. When you go to the word heart, it means your mind. The Hebrew word is lab, which means your mind. So men's minds gonna be failing them for the fear for the fear of the things that's about to come. The prophecies that's gonna pop off according to the word of the Lord. When they see the Lord returns, and the powers of heaven, that word. When you go to the heaven, right there is talking about the rulership of Esau, Edom. So the powers of heaven, all these, this rulership gonna be shaken, with the things that about to come upon this place. Even the elites of Esau, Edom, these devils, these devils gonna be shook, man. When they see these things happening. When they see a whole bunch of chaos and so forth, and they see their kingdom falling, then when they see the Lord Yahushua return, But on this verse, Luke 21:27, then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. So yeah. So once these prophecies start to really, really go full fledged, full force, be put out as fullness, all hell break loose, especially here in America. You got other countries going through it now. Situation happening in other countries right now. You got people going against, the military, police, and so forth in that country. Resistance going on with the New World Order or Esau, Edom. So it's definitely coming on and coming to America. America hasn't really seen nothing yet. What the Lord got in store for you Americans, you Babylonians. So it's gonna come on real. It's gonna be a point in time where it's gonna get real serious and real bad out here, But like I said, they're gonna see the power after those things, all the great tribulation that's coming. After that coming, once that come about, you're gonna see the Lord Yahushua returning in power and great glory, and His power. But Luke 21:28, and when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draw nigh. So yeah. So when these things come to pass, hey, prophecy and so forth, you've seen the Lord Yahushua return, you've seen the chariots, the angels, you see them, come up, popping up, and know that, hey, our Redeemer is drawing nigh. The elect, like I said, hopefully I'm probably right, but those that believe in this truth and still holding on, hey, our redemption is drawing nigh. Once we get through these trying times, the great tribulation and the great trouble to come upon this wicked kingdom of Esau, Edom, and here in America, Babylon the Great, and then hey, make it through that, hold on, keep the faith, and then hey, our redemption is nigh, our redeem is near, man. And Lord Yahushua is gonna redeem his precious elect, So with that, I didn't want to make this too long. So again, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash, to the apostle elders, to the sister brothers, to the few Aquawap sisters that do listen, keep the faith, and Yahushua keep fighting with that. Shalom.